Sir Henry, I have Saturdays set aside just for you in classic blues and R&B, papi.
This is classic blues, classic blues, classic blues, classic blues, and R&B.
Well, any time is a good time
on WVON.
Hey, like right now, wow!
WVON makes the week go fast. Makes the weekend last and last. WVON.
Every Saturday night, about sundown, country people in wagons coming from miles around. Drinking cold liquor from a mason foot jar. Old man playing turkey, looking at good old catfishing homemade brew.
Gotta have some homemade.
I got me some butter beans.
Butter beans and chillin' stew.
Every Saturday night. Every Saturday night.
I get in my shade.
And as long as I'm able,
Gonna do the same thing again.
my head gets so bad,
But it don't change.
I'll be so tore down.
I don't even know my name.
Big beach, y'all.
Big speed and barbecue.
Good old catfishing homemade brew.
Gotta have some homemade.
I got me some butter beans.
Butter beans and chillin' stew.
Oh, every Saturday night.
Every Saturday night.
Monday morning,
Monday,
get your damn floor.
Monday,
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
I got a milk cow. Y'all know about that, don't you?
Gotta milk the cow now.
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
I got a work the car.
talk about Wednesday.
Thursday,
Thursday,
I got a slaughter hog and I ain't even shave out.
I said Thursday.
Friday,
Friday,
Friday.
Friday,
Girls, what's the sixth day of the week?
Friday,
Well, Friday,
Friday,
Friday.
Friday.
Now when it's done, realize one night before Saturday, my good big dog,
Big speed and barbecue.
good old catfishing homemade brew.
Gotta have some homemade.
I got me some butter beans.
Butter beans and chillin' stew.
It's Saturday night.
Every Saturday night.
Every Saturday night.
Every Saturday.
All night long. I'm Sunday morning.
Every Saturday.
I'm strong. Yes, I do. Every Saturday night.
Every
I know we
Saturday.
gonna lock the door. Good.
Every Saturday.
All night long.
Saturday night.
Just on
Every Saturday.
every Saturday
Welcome to Classic Blues and R&B, folks. Glad to have you here on WVON 1690 AM. Welcome to Classic Blues and R&B. This is where you come to get your real American music. When you enter the Classic Blues and R&B Club, you know you're at the right juke joint. Here you get real blues, a healthy shot of soul, and your much-needed dose of R&B, rhythm and blues. Blues beer and barbecue is the real red, white, and blue of the United States of America. Once you get here to call Classic Blues and R&B, you know you found the great call letters of WVON. Call letters with a heritage and a legacy. We're coming to you live from the middle part of North America, a place we call the United States. That's my home. To the north is Canada, and to the south is Mexico. Way down south in Mexico. We are smack dab in the middle of North America. We're smack dab in the middle part of North America. And we, you got to go through us either way to cross this continent. North or south, you got to come through us, Seems like right now everybody coming out of the doggone south and nobody's paying any attention to what's going on down there. We're glad you could join us here for another Saturday night of blues and more American culture. We're dedicating the program tonight to Mr. Pervis Spann, the blues man. Mr. Spann was one of the owners here at WVON 1690 AM, and we're going to dedicate the program to him. We got some clips, audio that thanks to my good friend Mr. Red, Arkansas Red, down in Arkansas. Now he's back home in Arkansas. He sent me some stuff, and we will be playing it. About 20, chopped up. We got about 20 minutes with an interview that he did with Mr. Spann. And he wanted me to have it, so I'm going to share it with you tonight. I want to say farewell to Mr. Spann. I want to say farewell to Mr. Spann, and condolences and prayers to the immediate family of WVON, Melody and Daryl and Latrice and Shantae. Want to say my condolences and prayers are with them, as well as the mother, Miss Lovey, Miss Spann. And we've also lost a couple other, Miss Mary D. She also a long-time broadcaster in this area. She also passed away this week. We want to send our condolences and prayers to her family. She was very much a part of the radio family here in Chicago. She was at WBE, WGN as well as Channel 44 and Channel 26. Want to say hello to Mr. Daryl Smith over in Inglewood. Good citizen, good U.S. citizen, who believes in taking care of his community, looking out for everybody there. Daryl Smith, though. Mr. Daryl Smith, I think it is. Mr. Daryl Smith over in Inglewood. Want to say hi to you. Want to say happy birthday to my wife. This is her date of birth. Want to say hi to her. And I don't know what she's going to do for me. Oh, are you supposed to do for the birthday? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was the other way around. Yeah. Mr. Edward J. Williams said, folks, that ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. And I tell you, we are producing quite a bit of it. It did just start today, though, of course, Now, the George Washington Carver had 8 cardinal rules that he lived by. Be clean inside and out. Neither look up to the rich nor down on the poor. Lose if need be without squealing. Win without bragging. Always be considerate of women, children, and older people. Be too brave to lie. Be too generous to cheat. Take your share of the world and let others take theirs. Those are the good rules, good cardinal rules, good rules to live by too, So you ought to try it if you ain't tried it. I'm trying to get there. A lot of us still trying to get the 10 Commandments. We still trying to get the 10 Commandments. We haven't gotten that yet, But anyway, we'll get there. We'll make it, folks. Just got to keep on trying, keep on pushing and all that stuff, It's rough, but we have to do it. And we're streaming live at WVON.com and at iHeartRadio. Our number in the studio is 773-591-1690. 773-591-1690. We want you to like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and at Henry_Cheatham. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB 6175. That's Henry CB 6175. And you can take us with you and download us and play us anytime you get ready. You can sit here and listen to us and say, dog, man, this stuff is all right, you know. Tonight, the program, I want to say also send my condolences out to Miss Terry O'Darby, a singer on the West Coast out there. She lost her daughter this past week as well. Condolences to her and prayers to she and her family. I want to say hi to Miss Parnell down there in Jackson, Eagle. I want to say hi to Miss Imelda Brown and her husband, Bo Brown. My man Solomon, wherever you are, brother, hope you're checking me out. And my man Dap down in Atlanta. Now I know he's sleeping at this time of night, you know. So I got to show him how to make sure he can download the old Classic Blues and R&B program, so he can take it with him wherever he goes, you know. So hi to my man Willie Thompson. He's in town, a great musician. Miss Florence Watson down in Memphis. I want to say hi to her, along with a whole bunch of other folks. My man Amon over there in Inglaterra. Let's hi to my man over there. He may have to dust off his boots and take off and go down to Yugo, to go down to Czechoslovakia, or down at Ukraine or something. That's not our fight, folks. That's a European fight, but hey, we find a lot of dumb politicians always want to get involved in something, you know. And this is not misinformation, folks. This is an alternative. You know, they see it that way. I don't see it that way. We don't have any business there. We can't even protect our own damn borders. You know, we allowing it. Now all of a sudden you want to bring them over here, right? I mean, what did this, you know, this is not an international country. This is the United States of America. This is our country. I'm an American. There's a whole bunch of us who feel the same way. You know, we're at a position in life right now, a bastard don't want you to say anything contrary to a bunch of crap that they want to put out. You know, Leah Thomas is a woman that will up the year to hell with that crap. He's not a woman. You know, you don't have to buy into that dumbness. But you got folks buying into it, politicians and all that craziness, you know. Let's see, the politician, again, a politician will mess it up every doggone time. Now here it is. You hear me talk about standard time. That's exactly what I mean. Not no damn daylight time. But they want to now talk about making daylight time permanent. No. You make standard time permanent. But you give it to a politician, you know, and there's a lot of scientific information out there. Says follow the science, says everybody. Oh, Dr. Fauci, follow the science. Dr. Fauci, follow the science. Governor, follow the science. That's all they talk about, follow the science. If you look at the studies, the analysis of it, you will find that fluctuating time every 6 months doesn't do anyone any good. Because a few idiots might say, well, I love it, okay. But it's still not a natural rhythms of your body. You know, you need to sleep. You need to close your eyes. Even if you don't sleep, you need to have so much darkness, so much daylight. You know, that's a scientific fact. That's why God gave us a rotation. You know, right now, it's broad daylight over there in there. Down under, as they call it in other parts of the world. They're waking up and all. You know, the earth rotates. That's a natural phenomenon. It rotates. And I don't care how much artificial crap you create, it's not going to change that, you know? So we need to leave things alone, let it be. Tonight, as I said, we're dedicating the program to Mr. Pervis Spann. You'll hear a lot of his homeboys tonight. We're going to be basically a lot of the wolves and guys like that, guy Muddy and all, right out of Mississippi there, right where he's from. He's from Itabena, Mississippi. We're going to dedicate the program and do it in that way. I want to thank Mr. Red, Arkansas Red, for sending me an interview that he did with Mrs. Spann. And he talked to him about It's 40-year span at WVON about his book. And Red sent that to me, and I'm going to be playing quite a few excerpts from that, about 4 or 5. I think I have 3 or 5 of them. We're going to be playing tonight. You'll hear Mr. Spann as he operated. He tell you about who and what he has done in life, He has done quite a bit, folks. He has done quite a bit. And he did a lot of good stuff, Hey, the bad stuff, nobody's perfect. When it comes culturally, you cannot top it. In businesses, he did that as well, The Club de Lisa, I asked him, how the hell did you get that thing? To me, that was a feat for him to get that, to get the Club de Lisa, turn it into the club, And it was jumping. We had some shows, man. I took him by there one day, yeah, that's where it used to be, Bob. They just called him Balls from time to time, Anyway, he's joining his cat now, Mr. Fletcher. Some people thought he would leave when Mr. Fletcher left, because his health started deteriorating. But you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
Hey, now look alive! Everything lights up, make you wanna shout. Talk about happiness, is that what we're talking about? Ooh, the money won't bring you happiness, but we know well. WVON. Wow! WVON. Come on now! Smile! Get happy! Wow! Tune in and turn on!
I find it being black a thing of beauty, a joy, a strength, a secret cup of gladness, a native land in neither time nor place, a native land in every Negro's face. Be loyal to yourself, your skin, your hair, your lips, your southern speech, your laughing kindness. A Negro kingdom's vast as any other. Accept in full the sweetness of your blackness, not wishing to be white, nor red, nor yellow, nor any other race or face, but this. Farewell, my deep and Africanic brothers. Be brave. Keep freedom in the family and do what you can for the white folks. Write me in care of the post office. Now may the Constitution of the United States go with you. The Declaration of Independence stand by you. The Bill of Rights protect you. And may your own dreams be your only boundaries, henceforth, now, and forever.
The legends live here on Classic Blues and R&B.
WVON makes the week go fast, makes the weekend last and last. WVON.
Some people think we don't have the right to say it's my country. Before they give in, they'd rather fuss and fight than say it's my country. I paid 300 years or more of slave driving sweat and welts on my back. This is my country. Ooh. Too many have died in protecting my pride, for me to go second class. We've survived the hard blow, and I want you to know that you'll face us at last. And I know you will give consideration. Shall we perish unjust or live equal as a nation? This is my country. And I know you will give consideration. Shall we perish unjust or live equal as a nation? This is my country. Oh, darling.
Happy New Year's, everyone. And to help you celebrate your New Year's Eve, that's Wednesday, December the 31st, at Robert's 500 Room, 301 East on 63rd. See and hear Tyrone Davis. See and hear Tyrone Davis as he sings.
What goes on? I know one day it's got to come down.
Then Tyrone Davis will also sing.
How I wished it was me.
Call Roberts and make reservation for New Year's Eve to see Tyrone Davis.
Because I couldn't make it without you.
That's Tyrone Davis, Tyrone Davis, Tyrone Davis, Tyrone Davis at Roberts on New Year's Eve. And making his first and only appearance of 1986 in Chicago, see and hear Wilbert Hi-Fi White. Tickets on sale now at Redmond's, 5518 South State, and at Roberts 500 Room for New Year's Eve.
Oh, darling.
Happy New Year's, everyone. And to help you celebrate your New Year's Eve, that's Wednesday, December the 31st, at Roberts 500 Room, 301 East on 63rd.
Said a kind word. Until now, there was no reason to doubt your love. But to tell the truth, I'm getting kind of worried. 'Cause no more do we do the things we used to do all along. Oh Lord, I can tell something's mighty wrong here. I overheard the neighbors talking next door, and I listened outside for a while. I heard them say, the way she's leading that poor man on, child. I don't want to listen to gossip. I'm a man, I'm supposed to be strong. But oh Lord, I can tell something mighty wrong, yeah. Not be very smart, but oh Lord, I'm no fool. Yes, I can tell something's mighty wrong here. I've got to let you know. I come straight home from work to you, wanting to hold you tenderly. And when I reach for you with loving arms, you turn your back to me. All during the day, yeah. And in the wee hours of the night, yes, I can tell something just ain't right. Something's right. Tell me what's wrong, baby. Tell me what's wrong. Day, yeah. And in the wee hours of the night, yes, I can tell something just ain't right. Something's right. Tell me what's wrong, baby. Do you still love me? Something's right. Tell me what's wrong. We can straighten it out, honey. Something mighty, 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 mighty wrong. Don't you know I can tell it, baby? Something mighty, 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 mighty wrong.
Woke up this morning, my baby was gone. Woke up this morning, my baby was gone. I feel so bad, I'm all alone. I ain't got nobody to stay at home with me. I ain't got nobody to stay at home with me. My baby, she's gone. I'm in misery. Well, baby, I'm all alone. Well, baby, I'm all alone. I ain't had no loving
This is America's Music on Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM. The legends live here on Classic Blues and R&B.
I'm calling Mr. Spann back. Mr. Pervis Spann.
Hello?
Mr. Pervis Spann.
Yes, sir?
This is Arkansas Red calling back.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We on the air.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a book signing tonight?
I was on a book signing out in Oak Park.
Oh, okay. And the name of your book is The 40-Year Span of WVO.
Yes, the 40-year span. And now it would be 41.
Oh.
But I've been on WVON for 41 years. And so we called the book at that time 40-Year Span. And the name is Spann, so 40-year span of WVON.
Right. And the people that are listening to me, I would hope that they go out and purchase your book because I've seen the book on Channel 25.
Okay.
And you have a lot of pictures that people can see to even get a feeling of your book just from the pictures of Aretha Franklin, the Temptations, and you started the Jackson 5, and all of those people are in your book, the pictures.
Well, I did a lot of things since I've been in this world. Musically, I have been in the radio business, which means I have built 12 radio stations in America.
Oh, man.
And the first one I built was a 50,000 watt AM station in Memphis, Tennessee. And, WVON, I think, was granted that by the FCC.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next one I built in the South was a radio station we call WMLD. That's my daughter's name, Daryl's Melody and Latrice. WMLD in Atlanta, Georgia. So I had, those are two of the big ones that I built down south. I went over in a place called Jacksonville, Florida, and I bought a 5,000 watt radio station over there, and we did probably the same thing. Now, there's some other stations I've had. I got a license over in Birmingham, Alabama, but I was unable to pursue it due to the fact that Birmingham is more or less a coal town, an iron ore town or something. You go out there, you try to dig a place to put your antenna, and you run into coal.
Oh.
It's hard.
You're right.
And then I had a radio station over right across Lake Michigan here. There's a little town over there called Zeeland, Michigan. And I bought a license. I bought a license from a guy, and I was trying to serve Chicago from over Zeeland, Michigan, because, you know, you're going across the lake, but water is a conductor of signals. Just hit that water and you skeet right across. But because of the fact that black folks haven't had many stations, because when I first got in this business, and that was back in the early 60s, there were only 4 stations in America owned by black people.
Oh, man.
4 stations out of 10,000.
Wow.
And that is the truth. But now, black folks begin to move a little in that direction. But one thing people don't really know, that the Federal Communication Commission is governed by congressmen, and these congressmen are usually from some southern states of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Carolinas, and other folks that are not really sensitive to black folks' needs. Therefore, you got a problem with them trying to get them to be fair to us as a people.
Right.
So it hasn't been easy, but I do the best I can with what I got.
Saturday Night Blues with Sir Henry Cheatham on the Talk of Chicago 1690 WVON.
young boy at the age of 5. My mother said I was gonna be the greatest man alive. But now I'm a man, way past 21. I want you to believe me, baby. I have lots of fun. I'm a man. I spell him H-I. That rubber band man. No B. Oh, child. Why? That mean manish boy. I'm a man. I'm a full-grown man. I'm a man. I'm a natural-born lover's man. I'm a man. I'm a rolling stone. I'm a man. I'm a hoochie coochie man. Sitting on the outside. Just to mean my mate. You know I made the moon, honey. Come up 2 hours late. Wasn't that a man? I spell him H-I-N. That rubber band man. No B. Whoa, child. Why? That mean manish boy. Man. I'm a full-grown man. Man. I'm a natural-born lover's man. Man. I'm a rolling stone. Man, child. I'm a hoochie coochie man. The lion I shoot and will never miss. When I make love to a woman, she can't resist. I think I go down to old Kansas stew. I'm gonna bring back my second cousin. That's little John the Conqueror. All you little girls sitting out there in line. I can make love to you, woman, in 5 minutes time. Ain't that a man? That mean manish boy. Man, I'm a rolling stone. I'm a man, child. I'm a hoochie coochie man. Well, 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 well.
This is Denise Hosea, and you're listening to WBON 1690 AM and Sir Henry. He's doing his thing.
Hey, bartender, give
yeah. Oh, don't you hear me cry? Woo, woo, woo. Oh, tell me, baby, why did you stay last night? Oh, don't you hear me cry? Woo, woo, woo. Oh, stop your train. Let her go by right. Oh, don't you hear me cry? Woo, woo, woo. Oh, fare you well. Never see you no more. Oh, don't you hear me cry? Woo, woo, woo. Oh, who been here, baby, since I've been gone? Little bitty boy, Dubby on. Woo, woo, woo.
WVON. Somehow Power Music.
Ain't no way for me to love you if you want. Let me. It ain't no way for me to give you all you need if you won't let me give all of me. I know that a woman's duty is to have and love a man, and that's the way it was for me.
You know things ain't what they used to be. You know things ain't, baby, not what they used to be. Seems like my head is football. Honey, you just wait and see. Well, I ain't gonna press your people. I ain't gonna mess up your mind. Before these crises is over, you'll be hanging your head and fine. You know things ain't what they used to be. See if that red is purple, honey, you just wait and see. Well, I ain't no use of word, wringing your hand and crying. Don't so upset, baby, you about to lose your mind, but you know things they ain't what they used to be. Seems like my head football, honey, you just wait and see.
Well, we hope you're enjoying the program as we dedicate this whole entire program to the blues man, Mr. Pervis Spann, who made his transition. And we are honoring him by playing this great American music. To get his services, this would be Tuesday, the 22nd of March, at Leak and Son Funeral Home. There will be a visitation from 4 to 7. Funeral services will be Wednesday, March 23rd, at the Apostolic Church of God at 6320 South Dorchester. The wake is at 10:30 a.m. and the funeral is at 12 noon. The public is invited to attend, fully vaccinated and wear masks. The burial will be at Oakwood Cemetery private. It will be a private ceremony at the Oakwood Cemetery. So you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.